Howdy, partners. Welcome to Cowboy Classics with Scott Paladin. Tonight's episode, The Last Ride Together. I said, "Then, dearest, since 'tis so, since now at length my fate I know, since nothing all my love avails, since all my life seemed meant for fails, since this was written and needs must be, my whole heart rises up to bless your name in pride and thankfulness. Take back the hope you gave. I claim only a memory of the same. And this beside, if you will not blame, your leave for one more last ride with me." My mistress bent that brow of hers, those deep, dark eyes where pride demurs, when pity would be softened through, fix me with a breathing while or two, with life or death in the balance, right. The blood replenished me again. My last thought was at least not vain. I and my mistress, side by side, shall be together, breathe, and ride. So one day more I am deified. Who knows, but the world may end tonight. Hush, if you saw some western cloud all billowy bosomed, overbowed with many benedictions, suns and moons and evening stars at once, and so you, looking and loving best, conscience grew, your passion drew, cloud, sunset, moonrise, starshine too, down on you, near and yet more near, till flesh must fade for heaven was here. Thus leant she and lingered, joy and fear. Thus lay she a moment on my breast. Then we began to ride. My soul smoothed itself out, a long cramped scroll, freshening and fluttering in the wind. Past hopes already lay behind. What need to strive with life awry? Had I said that, had I done this, so might I gain, so might I miss. Might she have loved me? Just as well she might have hated. Who can tell? Where had I been now if the worst befell? And here we are riding, she and I. Fail I alone in words and deeds? Why, all men strive, and who succeeds? We rode. It seemed my spirit flew. Some other regions, cities new. As the world rushed by on either side, I thought, all labor, yet no less, bear up beneath their unsuccess. Look at the end of work. Contrast the petty done, the undone vast, this present of theirs with the hopeful past. I hope she would love me. Here we ride. What hand and brain went ever paired? What heart alike conceived and dared? What act proved all its thought had been? What will but felt a fleshy screen? We ride, and I see her bosom heave. There's many a crown for those who reach. 10 lines, a statesman's life in each. The flag struck on a heap of bones. A soldier's doing, what atones? They scratch his name on abbey stones. My riding is better by their leave. What does it all mean, poet? Well, your brains beat into rhythm. You tell what we felt only. You expressed you hold things beautiful the best. You paste them in rhyme, so side by side. 'Tis something, nay, 'tis much. But then, have you yourself what's best for men? Are you, poor, sick, old ere your time, nearer one wit your own sublime than we who never have turned a rhyme? Sing, riding's a joy. For me, I ride. And you, great sculptor, so you gave a score of years to art, her slave. And that's your Venus, whence we turn to yonder girl that fords the burn. You acquiesce, and shall I repine? What, man of music, you grown gray with notes and nothing else to say? Is this your sole praise from a friend? Greatly his opera's strains intend, but in music we know how fashions end. I gave my youth, but we ride in fine. Who knows what's fit for us? Had fate proposed bliss here should sublimate my being. Had I signed the bond, still one must lead some life beyond. Have a bliss to die with, dim descried. This foot once planted on the goal, this glory garland round my soul, could I descry such? Try and test. Sink back, shuddering from the quest. Earth being so good, would heaven seem best? Now, heaven and she are beyond this ride. And yet she has not spoke so long. What if heaven be that, fair and strong at life's best, with our eyes upturned, whither life's flower is first discerned? We, fixed so, ever should so abide. What if we still ride on? We too, with life forever old yet new, change not in kind but in degree. The instant made eternity. And heaven just proved that I and she ride together, forever ride. Thank you for listening to this episode of Cowboy Classics with Scott Paladin. Our work tonight was The Last Ride Together by Robert Browning. Produced, edited, and read by Scott Paladin. Audio copyright 2021, Scott Paladin.